and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena we're playing flashy soldiers. Ugh, soldiers, ugh, gross, but flashy tricksy soldiers. Yay, soldiers. I don't know, I like flashy cards, I like tricks, I like counter spells. I still do, even when using them to defend boards. Cards like Protect the Negotiators and Make Disappear. Zephyr's Sentinel, which is a soldier that's 2-1 with flash and enters the battlefield and bounces another creature. Awesome value when you bounce things like Resolute Reinforcements, maybe a Brutal Cathar that doesn't have an important card under it anymore. And then we have Wandering Emperor, which is a 4-mana card that you can flash onto the battlefield. So we're trying to do a lot of fun stuff at flash speed and take advantage of our opponents thinking they know everything about soldiers, only to get a little blindsided. Still 2 Thalias. Sometimes it's just busted, but only 2. I think that you guys will like this little divergent in play pattern for the soldier deck, and it might really help you out if you're looking to shake things up or looking for advantages in matchups that soldiers traditionally don't have advantages in, like anything that wants to cast a 4 or 5 mana spell, like a Shieldred or whatever. All right, Make it disappear. Protect the Negotiators. These don't seem like negotiators to me. Not in the least. Let's dive in. Let the blue-white soldier flash nonsense begin. Opponent goes first, so that takes a chunk out of our win rate, but we carry on. See if we can pull one off on the draw and be a real gamer. So on the draw, it's really hard to get your counterspells to work the way that you need them to. Oh my god. They play Duress. This is the matchup that's supposed to punish them, and they got that freaking lucky. I hate them so much right now. Anyway, Valiant Veteran. This is just... They did let me keep my Wandering Emperor, which is nice. Anyway, it's hard to get far enough ahead that the counterspells are good. But if we can untap in a good position, and if the opponent doesn't know about them because they looked at our hand, then things get very interesting. But it's going to be tough. I really want to keep the Recruitment Officer. I think they're planning to remove whatever I target here. And I want the Recruitment Officer out because I need to be able to play my flash game. So I actually don't want them to cut down the Recruitment Officer. So I'm going to make the Valiant Veteran a better target. Getting away with their 4 Duress pile against soldiers makes me angry. I think we're still going to win though, because it's just... not a very good strategy for best of 1. I think we can just drain him out with value. And now we just have to play around board wipes and keep finding flash threats like this. Putting the counters on the token because I know they don't want to target it. We could try to get these out of cut down range, but I don't think that's necessary. End step. Reinforcements. Sure. I've got another Recruitment Officer, so this is fine. Wow. Playing Edict. Alright, 4. Land off top is game. See? They duressed both of my non-creature spells, but they didn't affect the board enough, so we still just smashed them. Don't duress. And don't Sheldred's Edict either. These are some of the worst cards, in my opinion, you could put in your control decks right now. On the play. Beautiful mana, too. Love to see it. Champion of the Parish. Zombies? Let's go for Thalia. They probably have removal spells that they don't want to pay extra mana for. Okay. Got a little Death Touch out there. No attacks. Let's go into flash mode. Because now we got Protect the Negotiators. Might counter something good. Like a Headless Rider. Their curve is the perfect 1-2-3 for a zombie deck. And I mean perfect. No attack. Interesting. Alright, Valiant. Do I attack? I want to engage in a race. We need to just get a little bit of damage through. However, the opponent could double block here. Do we welcome that? No. Let's just build up board and then harbin them. Wow. I mean, look, zombies is a group. You can play them. They've been around for a while now. Most people don't play them because they can't draw this well. I mean, attack. See if they double block, and then Sentinel could bounce it. I guess that's not amazing. We have Sentinel reinforcements, though. And that's probably the plan, and then next turn Harbin. Although we'll see what kind of mana they hold open. Liliana, sure. You got it.
Happy to help.
I choose this one.
One of your friends has to leave.
All right, Sentinel. Bounce to hand. Reinforcements. Harbin. Goodbye. Easy mode. On the draw. Hard mode, but we'll take it. Okay, opponent on the play. Taking advantage of the natural selection of the algorithm. Right into Athalia. No problem. I think we'll try to fight Athalia with Athalia. I know that this basically locks out Protect the Negotiators, but maybe we'll get a chance to trade. And then Protect the Negotiators becomes much more interesting. Opponent with a perfect curve, but not a great attack. Even if they attack with a frontliner, we get to pick it off. Although, of course, they get another soldier for that. The right play is probably to put the counter on the Thalia, attack with the frontliner and the Thalia. Then the Thalia is a 4-3. I block the frontliner. It dies. They get another 1-1 that they get to keep. They didn't find it. All right, my turn. Their effects are exile effects, so like a Brutal Cathar on this. They don't have it yet. Okay, right to Harbin. Perfect curve out. We have to draw Brutal Cathar. We just lose on the spot. In what has got to be one of the ugliest, worst games of Magic that anyone has ever played. Because there is no amount of thinking. There is nothing we could have done at any point in this game that would matter. That is always the illusion of choice, the illusion of you having any kind of say in how your life goes is one of the few things we cling to, and this is about as depressing as a Magic game can get. CoolStuffInc.com is a proud sponsor of me, CGB, and you can get my unique Dragon Rider token and 5% off your entire order by using the code CGB5 at checkout. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on this sweet dragon token. If you need singles for constructed or kitchen table play, and you want to pick up sealed product or the latest Magic accessories, remember to use the code CGB5 at checkout for 5% off and get my Dragon Rider token. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock. On the draw, once again, not picked by the algorithm. Once again, an aggro mirror. It's a tough day so far. This is also probably a matchup that includes End the Festivities, which is a very difficult thing for us. But the opponent is running their 2-mana card into our 1-mana card, so they probably don't have End the Festivities. And that's a good thing for us. That's Thalia. Are you still attacking all? No, not this time. That's brutal. Show them what's up. I thought they might have a double squee. Let's go ahead and block here. We could also block and kill this squee and just give them one back since legend rule, but might as well hold. This is probably a hold mana open. Flip our Brutal Cathar. This is where the flash part can get interesting. The opponent's last turn wasn't that good. Felden. Yeah, that's fine. No other attacks. This comes in. Interesting scoop. This comes in. We could pick up the Thalia and make that a 3-2 and block, but I don't think that's worth it because then they can shock something. But yeah, mono red. Running away. On the draw, we'll keep it. We're 4 out of 5 on the draw, which is not what you want to get when you fire up an aggro list, especially one with tempo elements. But we're hanging in there. We've only lost one of them so far, and it wasn't really any kind of a game of Magic, so can't feel terrible. There's a Bank Buster. Do we hold up Negotiators? I mean, Negotiators isn't a counterspell right now, but there's still not a better play than the Resolute Reinforcements, is there? Opponent might think I'm a control deck, though. They might just pass and plan to draw because they're worried about getting countered. Or, you know, just slam it. Why not? I really can't get a break. Go for our 3-drop. Probably get killed, but at least we're doing things. We get to draw a card. Try to hit our land drop so that Wandering Emperor can help. They're drawing with Buster instead of attacking, so that's good. Maybe they don't have a kill for the Officer, which would be the first time ever that Mono Black didn't come with like 15 removal spells. Okay. Catching a break. Right after I said we couldn't, we are. And they're not attacking. I like being wrong sometimes. All right, let's go with Soldier. We could pass and let the opponent turn into a 4/4 and have a whole bunch of different interactive spells. We could also play the Recruitment Officer, not have Wandering Emperor open, and have draw a card, protect the Negotiators open. It all depends on what we expect to happen. Do we want to get the Protect the Negotiators cast or the Emperor? Well, one thing I don't like is them flipping this. I don't like the transformation. So I think I'll play the Officer. I also don't... I mean, I might want it on daytime for Brutal Cathar too. All right, we're gathering together our officers. We're drawing cards with Sky Strike. We're kicking Protect the Negotiators on their big spell that they go for. We're drawing. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. You can tell they feel backed into a corner on that one. They know this is pretty bad for them. Shieldred, you countered. And still no attacks from the Trespasser or the Bank Busters. Sky Strike for the draw. Brutal Cathar, Recruitment Officer, pretty good. But it might be time to flip to nighttime. Drop them to 16. Man, I love the idea of playing this Wandering Emperor. So that'll be the plan. Another one. All right. Let's get some draw. Maybe we'll even draw a counterspell. Basically inviting the opponent to get their attack on here. Oh, brutal. Brutal. Easy. Protect those Negotiators, baby. So nasty. Opponent cannot pay the 7 or 8. but it's taken him some time to come to terms with that fact. Veteran. I think we just throw a lot of damage at him now. Roar! Imagine catching Mono Black with all Bankbusters, all Shellys, no go for the throats and no cut downs. Seems bizarre. Yeah, they had nothing. They're dead. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. We'll call that catching a break. On the play against Skeletor, Skeletor plays mono red every single day, and we farm them every single day, like it's my job. As anyone who spams the same deck every single day as brainless as mono red should be farmed. Yeah, I said it. Send a message. Should just name Eldrazi. Just to mess with him. Thalia. You know they want to cast a creature here. Hopefully we don't get mana screwed against them. That would be very sad. Very sad. Let's pass and plan to flash in the Sentinel. I think that they're going to commit some kind of spell to kill this. Then we bring in a 3/2 that can block. Or try to. Or they go for a squee, which currently we have first strike, so we don't care. Interesting. So, do I bounce this? No. This is fine. Decline on the bounce. Taxed by our own Thalia and mana screwed against mono red. Feels bad, but let's go for the veteran. And play some defense. They have to pay up for that impulse, and they hit a mountain and a Feldon. Kill it. Still mana screwed. It's rough. Let's go big. There's an end the festivities. But they're holding it. Okay, they have the land for it, so they're going to use it. Let's see what they do here. Everybody? Because of the 1 damage? Well, this block is free. Then it's like, what do we want to kill here? And I think we kill the Swift Spear. Down to 8. Reckless Impulse on tap, still mana screwed. And we've drawn only uncastable cards for many turns now. It's getting really ugly. Another squee is not very good for them, and Epicure isn't great. It's all about whether or not this card is a burn spell. Well, they're going in. That's not good. So we have to go like this, this, and this. Mono down to 4. Graveyard has plenty of cards for the squee. Well, I would like to farm Skeletor, as is my daily tradition. Unfortunately, I can't draw any castable spell or land, so I have to concede. I am not happy about this at all. At all. On the play, and a hand that probably won't get mana screwed, so yeah, Time to turn this thing around. I guess we'll go straight to the Thalia in case they're a control deck. They have a Harbin. So, one of the goals here is not to play our Brutal Cathar until we absolutely have to. I'm just going to play a Harbin now and offer to trade Harbin for Harbin or try to draw out their Brutal Cathar. Okay, mana is open for Resolute Reinforcements. We could also just play Skystrike Officer and draw and not run into potential removal. Let's see what happens if it resolves. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll just draw here. Opponent has the Resolute. One more soldier for the 5. Not yet, but they might have another Resolute. Which would be very ideal for them, that's for sure. There's a draw. Okay. What do we do? I think we have to be prepared to Brutal Cathar the Harbin, which is really rough because then the opponent can just untap Brutal Cathar and get the trigger. But we should attack first. The Thalia running into the Denic is bad. So I guess we have to do this. They take it. All right, we go for it. It's just no choices because the presence of Resolute Reinforcements and cards like that just absolutely ruins like any counterplay in this situation. There's just no way to do it. There's no way around it. If they have the Brutal Cathar here, we lose. They don't have the Brutal Cathar, we win. I feel so accomplished. On the play we keep. All we have to do is not get screwed by the shuffler and draw some lands, and this will be the easiest win ever. Thalia, you. Probably hurting us more than them in these matchups, so we look for opportunities to trade. We have the double Brutal Cathar draw. Our opponent probably doesn't have 2 Brutal Cathars. Probably. So we go for it. Go right at them. Because if we draw a land next turn and get to pass with Protect the Negotiators up and flipping the Cathar, we feel amazing. There's a Denic, good. A Skrelv, okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. It's not a land. I would much rather do this with a land. So what if we don't get to counter anything? They can gang up on the Brutal Cathar block. I think I'll just play a Veteran and swing. All right, they were able to match it, which is frustrating. Okay, we'll match it again. See what they do next turn. I'm getting angry. Very angry. No attacks. That's interesting. So if they feel stalemated, maybe we're supposed to flip our Brutal Cathar, especially with a Zephyr Sentinel now. Yep. That's what we'll do. Got a lot of first strike there. And they can't Skrellflast red and white. So let's see what they go for. Nothing. Alright, let's play the Sentinel. Don't want to bounce anything though, just want to start attacking in the air. And just protect the board since they don't think they can attack, and we can. Yeah, they probably think hit Harbin, win. They don't know about the counters. Easy counter. Desperation if they don't make that unblockable in some way. Double first strike. Oh man. That ain't it. That ain't it. They might have had Iganjo, but that ain't it. On the play. And we actually have a 1-drop. So if we draw a few lands, this hand should be amazing. We can actually play the tempo game I really like to play. We'll also have to draw a counterspell. That's scary, but that's a counterspell. I don't want to have to flash in. So I think we actually hold back early and often and try to set all this up. Duelist, sure. Gonna miss the land drops. That's annoying. That's a problem. But all I need is a blue source and I can play the officer and they can't sneak it back past both. We got an attacker. Here comes their combat trick. They do still kill both soldiers, so it feels pretty good. All right, we have gambled on drawing a land here. Nope. Not gonna happen. We get another chance. At least we've been able to take advantage of our mana every single turn. And now this is the only way to do it. Cool. Love that for us. A Hive is their last card, and we're not corrupted. What they should be doing is using Skrull for unblockability. Ooh. Interesting. Here comes a Skrelv usage. That will eventually get... Oh, on the Rot Priest. Uh-huh. Do I give up 2 creatures to kill the Duelist, or do I just give up the Harbin? Is the Harbin how we're going to win this game? I think it's too slow. And now they don't have a 1/1 other than the Defector Might that's going to be attacking next turn, and I still can't draw land. Just, my God. My God. Multiple times in one day getting stuck on 2 from the opener is just so brutal. We go first. This has the potential to be the 3rd time today that we just can't curve out on the play. At some point we have to draw these lands though. Like, you have to keep faith. You just gotta fight, man. this be the time? At least it's something we can cast if we don't draw the land. And play around their removal spell. Just passing the turn. There's a harvester. Third time, man. Third time today. On the play. Can't get there. They do block with the harvester and they don't kill instead of saving it to kill the veteran. That's good for us. Please play a Fable. Aw, Trespasser, that's good. I really can't believe they didn't kill the veteran, then they could have just exiled it. Oh my goodness. They take it all? Wow. Wow. We got there. 2 lands on the play and got there. Wow. On the draw, same situation again and again and again. I think I've drawn this one Iganjo more than every blue source in the deck combined. That's not true. But, you know, I think we got to try. We've got to try. They keep making the hands just good enough, you know? You got the 1-drop and the 2-drop. How could you mulligan it? Oh my gosh, we drew the land. We drew the land. Now we'll see if we can overcome the on the draw disadvantage that's inherent in the system and pick up this win. Guardian of New Benalia. Well, that makes attacking pretty bad. But we can drop this Harbin and go over the top. We can drop this Harbin and go over the top. It's your go. It's you. You're roping on literally no actions. You know you've seen this card before. You probably have it in your deck. All right, straight to the Brutal Cathar Wars. Good. Good, good, good. No attacks. Okay. So you usually want to hold off your Brutal Cathar as long as you possibly can because of whoever drawing the most Brutal Cathars being at a huge advantage. However, here we're definitely moving towards a place where we pass the turn without playing anything. So I think we need to get ours on the board, taking out theirs. Or else they're going to be the one who turns into a Moonrage Brute, not us. Not double Cathar. However, they do get a look at this hand. Still, there's no one card they can name that makes our next turn pass the turn strategy terrible. And that's important. And it is Resolute Reinforcements. I mean, I guess they can hope we don't draw a land and then that works. And we didn't. But they know about Protect the Negotiators. Fortunately for us, they don't have great attacks either. But they can play around it by giving us nothing to counter. Yeah, that's something to counter. Interesting that they'd choose to throw this right into it. Adeline's a pretty good card. Maybe they have 2 of them? There's a land. Give it to him. Care to discard? Okay. Yeah, their draw... They look like they flooded pretty hard. Fortunate for us, unfortunate for them. So we have the option of Wandering Emperor or set up the Harbin on this turn. Here comes Thalia, but they know it's over because we just go Resolute, Valiant Veteran, attack, Harbin trigger, kill him. Did I have fun? I mean, winning is good, but that was definitely one of those games where it felt like it didn't matter much what I did. The only thing the reason I hesitate is because I'm recording for all of you, and doing that is fun. So we'll say it's fun. Post-game wraps. I went 8-3 playing soldiers, so there might be legs to this whole flash thing and not as reliant on Thalia the way that the meta has shaped up. So if you want to try a different approach with soldiers, this one might do it, especially this 80% win rate on the draw. I did not expect. Soldiers, another aggro deck in typical aggro fashion, loves to be on the play, loves to curve out, struggles more on the draw, but this flashy version was able to catch him with those little counterspells. So yeah, if you're gonna play counterspells in this meta, I hate to say it, this is probably the best way to do it. So thank you for staying till the end. I appreciate you. I will see you in the next video. You're cool.